はい、こんばんちは、あみさんです。ダ・ウィッチャー3ワイルドハント、54回目、ね、やってまいりましょう。ブラッド&ワインという、拡張コンテンツをやっています。で、前回もメインクエストやっていたんですが、その続きを、今回やっていこうと思います。確かブドウ園まで来て、なんだっけ、売っちゃったんだったっけ、当人が。っていうところまで行ったんだったかな、確か。で、その売った相手がですね、売った相手のところに襲撃しに行くというところからですね。
My men stand ready. Say the word and we will
そ
make
れはア
for
ストロトリ
Fort
ガですね。
Astra.
そうそうそうそうそう。
It is time to catch these wine thieves.
行きましょう。
See no reason to wait. Let's get going.
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive. You take the cart and meet us there.
Fine. When the handoff begins, watch for my signal. Relax. Now we wait.
来ましたね。
Ah, our favorite vintner. It's not him.
We can do it!
相手。で、よいしょ。別に一人ずつ落としていこう。よいしょ。より剣を振るととどめがされてないんだね。よいしょ。よいしょ。よいしょ。よいしょ。あれ、とどめ刺す。お好きだからとどめが刺せないのか。あと俺はこいつか。上にもいるんだ。オッケー。
Is it just me, or did we agree you'd wait for my signal?
That was the plan, but
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say how that would have ended otherwise.
at your service. It was a good fight. We managed to capture one of the scoundrels.
Let's ask him a few questions. Come on.
Witcher, a moment. I was wrong about you.
おお。
Don't need to like each other. Just gotta do our jobs.
If that's how you wish to treat it. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it. Let us go to her grace. She awaits nearby.
それやはり来ていたのか。
Expected she'd want to oversee this personally.
The master's eye fattens the calf. You're beginning to understand that, I see. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him some questions. Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you?
His name is Dog. They say he plowed your mother.
Once again, who sent you?
Your nun's lover. They call him.
Wait. If he doesn't wish to speak, he needn't. I can think of several other ways he can be helpful. I'm certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the beast of Beauclair.
What?
Sure can. Fresh out.
In that case, he's all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this fellow from a tree.
Rope?
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No. Crikey, no! Don't let him!
Stop screaming. Save your strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
No! Don't let him! I'll talk!
Who hired you?
He'll kill me!
Ought to be worried about me right now. Who is he?
Go on, man. Spit it out.
The Cintrian. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered the men for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Cintrian. I don't know anything else. I swear it.
Take him away. Throw him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there. Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Cintrian. Someone else must have seen him, must know of him.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
Let's go to town.
あ、やべ。しまった。戦利品集めるの忘れた。あ、戻ったらあるかな。
He's late.
Relax, he'll come.
There's something I'd like to know. How can you be so damned calm?
Side effect of my mutations. We Witchers rarely get the jitters.
What if something has happened to him?
Captain seems like a man who can take care of himself.
Perhaps he can, but this Cintrian appears to be no common bandit. He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it was he who specified the victims for the vampire. One must be exceptionally confident to blackmail such a monster.
Still don't know this Cintrian's behind the kidnapping and blackmail. Might have just handled the theft of the wine.
Even if it's so, he then sold the wine to the blackmailers. As I see it, that makes him an accomplice.
Need to find the Cintrian, whether or not he's responsible for the murders. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know our blackmailer's identity. Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely, and just as important, is why they... Someone's coming.
かな。
Captain, why so long? We expected you hours ago.
This Cintrian does not work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life. And the word on the street is there's a hefty bounty on your head, Geralt.
Used to it. Not the first time I've been hunted.
Must you always? Now, the port warehouse where the wine was delivered, we identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, a stand-in. We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease, a man he met while begging outside the pheasantry. There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Cintrian accent.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized her. On the Cintrian's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer? I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted, fairy.
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Cintrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
The Mandragora? What's that?
A club, an affiliation of local artists. Painters, sculptors, troubadours and dancers.
Never heard of it.
They exude mystique, consciously, I think. Behaving like an exclusive cabal. Artistic elites. Every now and again they mount soirees. Only wealthy patrons are invited. All arrive in elaborate masks, then drink and flirt.
Gotta nab the Cintrian. Seems we have to go to that get-together.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround the establishment. Not a mouse will squeeze through.
Out of the question. If the Cintrian truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. Best go there, blend in with the crowd.
Precisely what we shall do.
We, Your Grace.
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
Where's the event gonna be held?
The Mandragora always assembles at the same place, a residence in Oatville. It's a very distinguished district. Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville in Mountebank Alley.
ふさわしい格好。いつものことじゃないか。
Just in case.
よいしょー。これどこ？さっきのさ、もう、あれなのね。さっきの場所どこ？砦。どこにあるの砦？あった。アストロ砦。これだ。一回行きましょう。で、戦利品があれば、ちょっと取ってきたい。 どこにあったかな。
Instead of hunting the beast, the witcher hunted for
ここら辺に標識なかったっけ。もうちょっとだ。これさっきか。なんだよお前らよ。行って。
Come on, come closer.
You can do it!
Didn't look like locals. Damien's right. I'm a hunted man.
I can see you're a kid.
これじゃない。なんかあったぞ。似とる似とる似とる。河原見つかるね。どこだったっけ。こっち側にあったよね。これだ。残ってるかな。逆かな。残ってるね。熱すぎる。やべやべやべやべ。危ね。これ回復してる？よし、回収するぞ。高等数あるな。向こうになんかいるな。あと1個。他になんかないかな。他に死んだ。宝箱みたいなものはないのかな。もあれだな、ロトンだな。おー、重いでしゅ。入れない。こんなもんかな。よし、じゃあ戻りますか。 アイテムさばいてから、あ、ヤギやるのか。よし。ここら辺でさばきましょう。ついでに直してもらおうか。北だからこっちかな。あれ違うな。合ってる。これもう一本向こうだな。
Yep, I'm going to Heath.
この時間やってない
Best
かな。
cure for the beast. A witcher.
やってるわ。
The best steel in all of Tucson. Take a gander.
Show me what you have.
さあ、売るぞー。終了。シャムブナン。あとさ、やっぱり、ちょっとここら辺が重くなってるから、読んだ手紙系は全部売っちゃおう、もうこれ。あ、もうダメだ。
Farewell.
No, see you later.
じゃあ走るぜ。あと、
The best armor around. That is what I forge. So sorry.
何なんだろうね、これ。
Need something crafted. You
あ、
willing?
そっか、これ鎧しかダメかな。修理。あ、そんなことないよね。修理して。めっちゃお金取られた。店。いいや。いいかな。じゃあちょっと手紙系売ってきちゃおう。その前にこれかな。 これ結構かかるな。だってほぼ1でしょ。そうだな、裏でやっときゃいいか。有限時間かな。やめた。あ、でも若干軽くなったかな。まだまだあるね。ちょっと、ことあるごとにやっていきましょう。4。
So long.
もうさばけたんで、うん。それでもなんかすげえ重いな。何が重いんだ、こんなに。錬金系のやつは多分重量ないと思うんで。やっぱここら辺、ここら辺やっぱ重いんだね。ガラクタ系が結構多いな。これはどっかの商人に呼ぶしかないな。よし、じゃあ、とりあえず、進めていきましょう。夜間にふさわしいと認める服装に着替える。通れんのか。
You'll not find work here. Not paid work.
I'm glad to see her illustrious grace summon such a professional.
建屋の工房。
Sacre bleu! It's a crime. You're from the north, that's painfully clear.
Excuse me?
There is no excuse. There is but the need to outfit you anew. My salon stands open. Please come in.
All jests aside, let me see what you got in your wardrobe.
I'm more than willing, sir.
エレガントなボークレール風タブレット、精神の衣服、これはシャツ、エレガント、マスクか。どれにしよっか。値段張るの？結構すんな。でも一番高いやつにしよう。これにしよう。ボークレール風で。仮面持ってるんだけどな。買うか。同金しよう。
Thanks. Think that's all I need for now.
Ever your servant, sir.
着替えなきゃいけないよね。どうなの？手はあった？
Welcome back to our northern dandy.
All jests aside, let me see what you got in your wardrobe.
I'm more than willing, sir.
手はないよね。しょうがないか。
Thanks. Think that's all I need for now.
手外しとく
Ever
か、じゃ
your servant, sir.
あ。よいしょ。 どうなんですかね。じゃあ行きましょうか。
Kiss a doze ass.
あれ剣の色は
They
変わって
say a
る？
great deal about you.
青くなってるんだけど。毎回この色だ
Nice
ったんだけ
tune.
ど。
Yes, a face no contents could help.
Reginald Daltrey has returned, not to be missed. Buy your tickets
Help
now.
me, anyone! He's a madman!
Prepare to witness wonders at the...
Late. Why does that not surprise me?
Well, well. I did not expect you to have such a sense of style. My, Geralt. Not bad at all.
Eh?
And you've even a mask. Just not the kind required. They're a little different, the ones Mandragora members wear. I've brought you one.
なんだ
Put it
よ。
on.
Let's go. Soiree's started.
Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain. How do we find the Cintrian? Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. As soon as we find her, we find him. Especially since he might be expecting us.
What do you mean?
Ran into some of his thugs in town. Knew who I was. Had it in for me.
Right. Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our turn.
Madame, Monsieur, an extraordinary pleasure to welcome you to the Mandragora's soiree. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
Tell us about these performances.
This evening, the Mandragora has the honor to present 3 superb displays of artistry. The first was a concert by Cecilia Belont, a singer whose voice, were it stone, would surely be a diamond. Sadly, Mademoiselle Cecilia has sung.
A shame. We would have loved to hear her.
Luckily, you are in time to see the great Calesti, a master of visual illusions, come to us from far off Afir.
Visual illusions. Interesting. And the third artist?
The third and fourth, for they are a duo, are the Tuven brothers, presenting their newest pantomime.
We were really hoping to meet Cecilia Bellant.
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaveri orchid.
コンフィリの欄。
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
何ですか？
Well, well. Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
The residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress. There, on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Kaveri Orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Cintrian.
いっぱいいる。何個いる？ 2、4、どうやと10人ぐらいかな。
Go on, Geralt, be bold. Show us the artist in you. The paintballs, cast them at the canvas.
さあ、これまた結婚式みたいなやつだな。これを取って。
Good folk, yet another soul longing to express its creative side.
Well, you another art?
Silence. The artist must focus.
え、こうか。どうするの？
Please do not disturb.
Quite the noble color. Splendid. The sky over Toussaint.
It's not a landscape of the web. It's a manifestation of the man's soul.
ペイントボール15個投げるの？
Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the pail and grab a different array.
黄色。
It's obvious. It represents transgression in its purest form.
よいしょ。
That green, lush and verdant as a field of vines.
To vines and to wine!
よいしょ。
Scarlet, crimson,
よいしょ。
Full sensory art.
よいしょ。
voila! Fine. Now, allow me a moment to ponder. My appraisal? The painting depicts spiritual dualism, the continual battle between good and evil, and defiance.
Oh yes, that's him all right. Good versus evil. The dualistic nature of man.
And defiance.
This painting is common. It's very
いや、飲むと絶対あれだ。こっちか。余興全部やる必要ないんだよね。
Look at the mage. I believe he's casting spells.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's an outrage.
行くか。
Never should have performed tonight. You should have.
It seems some.
We are busy.
アーティス
We wish to be alone. Please leave. As for that star,
Ah, how beautiful. The dolphins. That is no ordinary illusion. The man is a true artist.
Impressive.
but are you sure it's an original?
My employers.
Please leave. This is a private alcove. Leave us be.
なんでしょう。酒飲むと大変なことになりそうなんだよな。でも酒だ。
This is definitely done. Let's go.
Your boards, as you've made no effort to
こんな
understand.
やってんだ
It's
こ
a
れ。
metaphor for the constant
あ、パントマイムだ。
What?
面白い面白い面白い。酒があって、この酒だな。こっちはちゃんと見てないよな。あ、
Do not disturb. Shoo, shoo.
It's the right flower.
Of course it is. A Koviri orchid lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still. You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
Wow. Impressive portrait.
I know the style, the stroke. This is Dorian Velez.
The gracious lady has heard of me?
I've heard Anna Henrietta herself wished you to paint her portrait once.
At one point, the palace chamberlain even wrote to me, but alas, ultimately refused my terms.
What was the matter?
When he learned I only ever paint nudes, he severed all contact. He said he would not dare offend Her Illustrious Highness with such a proposition. I've always longed to paint her. Such a shame.
I think you may still get your chance.
We came here to meet you, specifically.
To meet me? But why?
Centrian noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Cintrian Noble. Ah! You must think I'm Cecilia.
Orchid confused me.
I told you not to move!
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it, but I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here. Tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift, a heart-shaped box. Then they
Ah,
strolled
together
off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur, I cannot work like this. You must leave now.
Love letter penned on a napkin. Look.
Oh, my amour, my sunbeam flittering across the firmament of my life.
どこだろうね。
Tricky refuge.
あ、間違えた、消しちゃった。ハート型の箱？あ、これか。いや、これ違うな。魚だよ。あ、これか。
Empty heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Cintrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it. Someone left their loot behind. Looks a little like dandelions.
This was scratched.
お、
Someone
匂い
ate
が。
it once.
A true talent paints like the great Bois. But he's a dance.
Do you know my
Look, lanterns. They say releasing them brings good luck.
今そんなことしてしまうね。
What if he doesn't come?
He'll definitely come.
あ、この扉の向こうか。
How can you be so sure?
上がいるよ。
Sorry, only artists in the Mandragora allowed.
Come. We must consider what to do.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh. Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
Quickly, upstairs.
No pulse. We're too late.
He slit her throat. The brute.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana. At once. She should bring her soirée to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
Killed her, then went out on the balcony.
なんかあるぞ。なんかあるぞ。
Tore down the door. Made a platform. Bloody handprint. Must be pretty strong,
It's
too.
his.
ですか。ほいちょ。
Must have climbed this ladder.
どれ？これか。いい。
Could still be here. Need to stay alert. Bloodstains.
なんかあったよ。
Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it. Jewelry box. Lock's busted. Picked open, probably.
まだなんか。
Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this. Must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace? Seems there was a struggle. Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for.
いいわ。
Hunting knife. Richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably.
なんかあるよ。
Canvas is cut. Somebody took a knife to the painting, looks like.
そして。
A
うん。で、反応。あ、これ。
Sconce is bent, smeared with blood. Someone try to grab it.
そして、
Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out, fall out. Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way. They fought, struggled, that's clear. Ended with one of them flying out the window. Fall had to have killed them. Jewel's still here, though, so our Centurion must have been the flyer.
So, this is the tracker. A witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurions killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer. I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything, in full detail. I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and pushed him hard. He
fell out of the window.
Just so.
None too wise picking a fight with an armed robber.
Why? Because I'm a woman, in a frock rather than plate. I can take care of myself, I assure you. A hairpin might look like mere ornament, but plunged into an eye, it can be as effective as a blade.
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes. He stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
Mm-hmm. After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it, many years ago, from a young woman.
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover it.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
The heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centurion must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
Duntine. Remember the place. Abandoned ruin just a few years ago.
More recently, the family's last heir, Roderick, returned to his ancestral seat and restored the castle.
Know any more about this Roderick?
His grandfather was an advisor to Queen Ademarta. The family received those lands as a grant for his service. Roderick is quite the recluse. He avoids society, preferring the company of a small team of knights, though the latter term is imprecise, as they seem more akin to vandals with crests on their shields.
Oriana, everything we discussed here, Hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Son Real and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing.
やっぱり仲
That
いいんだ
somewhere
よ
at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether. My sister, Siana, might be among the schemers. She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen her since.
What did your sister do to get banished?
Siana was cursed.
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was touched by the curse of the Black Sun. Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized. Couldn't have had it easy, Siana.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt pain, though she masked this with confidence, arrogance even. She could also be cruel at times. I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Siana knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day. In the end, they forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since.
Think your sister might be involved? Why?
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft, was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys, but I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Siana received it from father as a gift. At a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl, someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen, or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be right.
Your mission has gained new import. You must go to Dun Tyne, and if Siana is there, you must find her. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape or form. You must make sure of
集団がい
that.
るんだよね。団体に。
I'll find her if she's there.
I hope you do. I very much wish to talk to her. Sister to sister.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise! I had no idea you were in Beauclair. And this is...
My very dear friend, Detlaf van der Eretain, an arrival from Nazaire. We are lending our combined resources to the Witch's Hunt.
Ah, yes. Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages. Literally. Witcher, I hear you know Regis too. Even that you are friends.
Few I can rely on like I can on Regis. Kinda hoping he thinks the same of me.
Curious. It seems opposites really do attract.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the Beast of Beauclair, I suspect. Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only two options, to kill or be killed?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see sword in hand. Talking gets the job done for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. For what might a monster wish to apologize to a witcher?
For killing. Though at times there is no choice, when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
Same as humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You understand this. It must be why you and Regis are friends. If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
If possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the Witcher chat for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time there as a child.
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. Wanna help, Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith. An exceptional conversation, don't you think? Vampires, a witcher, and the Duchess of Toussaint? My.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detlaf here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you were gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detlaf believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore. That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renna.
Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renna must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there, too. Thing is, she might be involved. Could be behind the blackmailing.
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract two women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Detlaf, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got away with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Detlaf here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine. I shall see to Detlaf. Good luck, my friend.
Splendidly, Detlaf. Ah, I'm grateful you brought back those memories. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served to two exquisite ladies.
Regis, gallant as ever. I regret all the more that I shan't finish this second bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. Geralt, will you see me out?
うん。なんかデトラフはもうゲラルトのことを信用してるって感じだったよ。
An intriguing man, to say the least.
Don't know him too well. He say much about himself?
Not much, but I've a good sense of the true nature of those I meet. I'd not survive a week at court otherwise.
So what's his?
Sensitive, sad. He carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy. He is a good man, but lost, which is why he comes across as grim.
Didn't expect the evening to end like this.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count de la Croix Mill. It stands along the Saône-Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
じゃあどうしようかな。このまま進めちゃいましょうかね。サイドクエストどんな感じだっけ。でももうあんまないんだよね。レベル47。すげえな。これなんかもうだいぶ終盤に来てんのかな。これがどうしよう。これが1回の依頼、これとこれぐらいかな、やるとしたら。あとこれも行かなきゃいけないな。まあちょっとメイクストもう一つここだけやっちゃいましょう。ここですか。あ、自分の家が近いんだな。自分の家呼ぶか。じゃあ。
Prepare to witness wonders at the annual chivalric tourney.
Reginald Aubrey has returned. Not
これじゃなかった。
buy your tickets now. Available from me alone.
よいしょ。逆に飛んで、荷物預けましょう。
And what do you get for all that work? A cook in your back.
これもう塗ったのかな。
If they would just take to work as they take to dance and drink.
Renovations coming along all right, Barnabas Basil?
Superbly, sir. General refurbishment has been completed. And I took the liberty of adding 2 racks, each upon which you might hang weapons and armor. If you've some pieces you'd like to display. Likewise, I have prepared a few spots in which new paintings might be hung. In often use, the laborers dusting out the cellar have made a most unusual discovery. I believe it's something you'll wish to see.
If you say I should see it, I'll go see it right now, BB.
倉庫調べる。はい。その前に。ああ、片付いたね。自分の部屋行って。鎧。なんかね、鎧を置ける場所があってたよな。どこ？ 武器だな。いろいろあそこに1個、ああ、ここにな、動いたって。いいじゃないですか。おお、かっこいいかっこいい。他のやつも入れてるか。あるかな。意識揃ってる鎧とかあったかな。あ、やべ。わからないな、これじゃ。トロフィーはつけてる。あ、重いな。あれだ。これを。こいつらを、あ、出た。置いとくか。そっか。じゃないですか。あと今持ってた剣を置いとこう。これね。こっちにも置けだっけ。これ置けそうだな。手に決まった。あれ、武器ここか。あ、武器だな。どこ。で、なんだっけ。あ、ここも片付いた。じゃなくて。
Strange. Something behind this wall, I think.
Oh. Oh.
A laboratory. Must have been an alchemist at one time.
研究室では怪物から採取した変異重発剤を基本的な形態に変化させられる。例えば、重機の変異誘発剤は緑の変異誘発剤に変えられると。基本の変異誘発剤をより強力な形態に変化させるには錬金術ページを使う。また、正しい配合を発見すれば変異誘発剤の色を変えることもできる。おお。いや。わかる。ジュリウス・バン・カベの手紙。なんでしょう。この手紙を見つけた誰かへ、私はジュリウス・バン・ガベ。この手紙を見つかり、読まれる頃にはおそらくは、遠い昔に死んだものだ。地位と、縁故の関係で、高名な魔術師の流派であるバン・アルドで学ぶために送り出されたが、魔術を収めるつもりなど最初から少しもなかった。これまで生きてきて私の魂を掴んできたのは、有機錬金術への情熱だけで、ここに魔術の入る隙などほとんどなかったのだ。人生の最も祈り多い時期を科学の驚くべき、素晴らしさに捧げてきた。その愛ゆえの努力の結晶がおそらく今これを読む君のすぐそばにあるはずの地形だ。もし君と私と同じ錬金術に見せられたものならば、きっと私の発見を知れば歓喜に打ち震えるだろう。だがもしそうした素晴らしき科学の世界に疎い人ならば、どうかこの助言に従ってほしい。この手紙を置き、机に背を向けて立ち去り、二度と戻らないことだ。知識のない者が錬金術を試みたら場合、怪我やひどい場合には死亡することもあるからだ。上の注意を読んでなおこの手紙を見続けているのなら、錬金術の知識がそれなりにあるということだろう。それならば、ここからは私の設計した錬金術体の基本的な理論について簡潔に説明しよう。必要な詳細をあえて省くならば、この発明の最大の要点は、 怪物に由来する変異抽出液をより一般的な種類の変異抽出液に変化させる一連の調合法及び装置にある。にわかに信じられないものもわかる。しかし、私は間違いなくこれが可能であることを証明したのだ。この変化を起こす作業自体は単純だ。私が設計した机を使えばできる。難解な連携術の理論に通じているものならば、こうした、装置の取り扱いは手られたもののはずだ。もし君がただの素人で、一般大衆の一人に過ぎず、この遺跡に迷い込んだだけだというなら、今すぐ引き返すべきだ。さもなくば君の無知は、最悪の事態を招くだろう。何やな。きっと君の頭にはこんな疑問が浮かんでいるだろう。なぜ私がこの発見を世界に発表せずに隠し、他の錬金術師にすら調合法を明かさなかったのかと。それについては私が生まれて死ぬまで一貫して孤高の変人と呼ばれ続けたという事実だけを書き記しておこう。そして私はずっと、運命は純粋な確率の問題で人間自身が決められることなど何もないと信じてきた。さらに言うなら私はついにこう一人もなさずかといって単なる知人に作品を隠すこともしたくなかった。だからこれが最善の方法だと結論付けたのだ。この机を隠し、運命という名の偶然、私の説が正しければその使い方を知る者をいつかこの場所に導くことにかけようと。この発見を喜び、偉大な目的のために活用できる誰かに託そうと。この考えが正しいかどうかは、時は決めてくれるだろう。今のところ使うあれはないんだけどね。もうちょっと調べてから。ここもなんかあるの。ちょっと、調べてからやってみましょうかね。羊さんよ。
BB, know anything about the laboratory in the cellar? One of the previous owners take an interest in alchemy?
A laboratory? Alchemy? I know nothing of it. But I understand that to a witcher this must be a very intriguing find.
It is. It was walled up. Equipment's pretty ancient too, so it must have belonged to someone who lived at Corvo Bianco before you started working here. Whoever it was sure knew their stuff, though. Got dragonglass vials and flasks, stills, sublimators, vengerometers.
Forgive me, sir, but I fear I don't follow.
Just saying, it's top-notch equipment. True masterpieces of craftsmanship for use in alchemy. Brewing a concoction with this stuff versus doing it over an open fire? Well, there's no comparison.
Then I am all the more delighted you discovered it, sir.
Starting to really like this place. Maybe we should keep going, refurbish some more. What do you think, BB?
As you wish, sir. Shall we see to the house or the grounds this time?
Feels like by investing a bit of coin, I could make the house more functional.
Indeed, momentum is best maintained once established. Now that we've finished the general renovations, you might begin to consider such things as a new bed, or additional armor stands, or weapon racks. Also some new furnishings, and a fresh coat of paint on the walls would do much to improve the guest quarters.
Thinking about buying a comfortable bed. Always wanted one.
Excellent idea. In your profession, rest is supremely important. But say the word, and I shall order you a bed from the carpenters who craft comfort for the court.
Great. Order me a fine bed, please.
これどんどんお金を
I deserve one at my age.
True indeed. True
浪費するクエ
I
ス
shall
トで。
send a runner at once. The bet will be in place by this time tomorrow. Is there anything else you require, sir?
武器だな。
Could use another weapon rack. Got some interesting pieces I'd like to display.
I know of a carpentry shop in town which crafts the humblest lumber into true masterpieces. You need but give the word.
Fine. Order the racks.
Of course, at once. At most 1 day for them to arrive is my estimation. Is there anything else you require, sir?
どんどんやるよ。
Along the path, I've often picked up well-crafted, beautifully ornamented armor. Some of those pieces would look great on display here.
I agree. It would lend the place a certain witcher's air. Shall I order new stands at once, sir?
Yes. Just please make sure they're solidly made and nicely finished.
It goes without saying, sir. There is nothing worse than splendid armor upon a subpar stand. By this time tomorrow, they shall be ready to display your finest finds. Is there anything else you require, sir?
母屋。あ、じゃあゲストルーム。
Was wondering about the guest room. Not that I'm expecting company, but...
Oh, but that is immaterial. All self-respecting homes should boast a comfortable guest room. What if someone were to drop by
これなんだろう、
unannounced?
整えたら誰か来てくれたりするのかな。
Yeah, sooner we start on that the better.
I can tell a man of action immediately. I'll see to it myself. The room shall be ready in 2 days, in my opinion. Is there anything else you require, sir?
Starting to get into this whole renovating thing. There must be other things we can improve.
What a splendidly wise idea. Now that the general refurbishment is done, why not see to the grounds? Perhaps renovate the stables, or return Madame Bolis's garden to its former verdancy?
You know, Roach, my horse? Well, we've been through a lot together. And since I finally got a decent place to stay, I think she deserves one too.
Oh, a sturdy stable testifies to a most honorable owner. Just say the word, and I'll have them start working on it at once.
My Roach deserves the best. Have them refurbish the
今ちょっと
stables.
カッコ出て
I
た
shall
け
get
ど、
to work at once.
上抜き得でボーナスっ
Finding
て、
workmen and completing
これ
construction
整える
takes
ことでいろい
time.
ろボーナスがあるのかな。
Likely no more than 2 days.
他のやつちゃんと見てなかったけど。
Will you be needing anything else, sir?
So, sometimes I have to brew a potion, but I can't find the herbs I need growing anywhere nearby.
Well, you're in luck, sir. The flower garden, once kept by Madame Nina, Monsieur Bolis's wife, seems the ideal place to cultivate
あ、
herbs.
栽培ができるの
In
か。
fact, it's roomy enough to plant shrubbery.
Good idea, Barnabas Basil. Herbs there will save me hours of painstaking searching and harvesting.
The idea is yours, sir. I am but the humble executor of your will. I believe we shall have sown the first seeds in 2 days' time. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
これで終わりか。
That's all for
なんか
now,
色変えられ
BB.
るとか言ってたのかな。
Thanks.
はい。で、荷物も整理したよね。じゃあ、メインクエスト、いきますか。と思ったんだけど、ですね。この後9時から、アーゴン戦があるんですよ。で今これ、メインクエスト行くと、ちょっとやばいかな。でもメインクエストやめて、こっちがやるか。これ行こう。フェザントリ邸の主人に謎のスプーンについて尋ねる。うん、ここからは、ということで、サイドクエストとか、そっちからやってみましょう。あ、こっちか。やってみましょう。
Slips. My back aches something horrid.
よいしょ。ここから北に行きましょう。北、こっちか。
Rio de Caracterandishman. Esne. Escam danza es et ambasai.
おう。
Lepiotus wheezing lungs.
じゃないか。
Eat, drink, and be merry. Wipe your boots before you take another step. Don't slurp your food. Don't eat with your hands. Don't pick your teeth with your knife.
What?
Oh, I'm just jesting. You, sir, clearly were not born in a barn. Welcome to the pheasantry. The best auberge in all the duchy.
Spoon like this. When you set a place, where's it go?
My, oh my. It seems rather a fanciful bouillon spoon. Or a key of some sort. There's a note here.
Yeah, note led me here. Any idea what the key might open?
Never seen it before. But you might search the cellars. The previous owner left all sorts of knickknacks there.
売れるかな。
What are you serving up today?
これ売れますね。あ、もうお金全然なかった。ちょっと待って。ウェンドのカードめちゃめちゃ持ってるじゃん。とりあえず全部買っとこう。で、ここら辺を売っていきましょう。これでだいぶ空き容量というか重量を減らせると嬉しいんだけどな。ああ、もうお金ないね。はい。
See you later.
Did you guess, our sweet shining sun?
画質行きましょうか。どっち？あ、なんかありますね。古いチラシ。なんか関係なさそうだ。ああ。もう泥棒だよ。OK、じゃあ、あそこの赤いやつ、出しましょう。これか。スビゴール・ルイ・サーキスの料理本。レビオダに叩いあれ。エルフの書物を何十冊も調べ尽くしてやっと見つけた。競売で競り落としたスプーン型の鍵は何の鍵なのか。これで分かったぞ。これこそがあの伝説のラムセスゴーソンの厨房の鍵だった。厨房の鍵か。女神ダナメビに仕えたエルフの司祭、ラムセスゴーソンの料理といえば、現代の一流政府すらかなわないほどの至高の名作揃いだという。ボークレールの森のどこかに眠るという神殿を探し出せば、彼の伝説のレシピはそこにあるはずだ。それにもちろん、彼がギルド長としての腕を磨き上げた厨房には貴重な宝が山ほど残されているはずだ。どれだかつけられないほどの価値か。なるほど。じゃあ、そのゴーソンの厨房を見つけに行くと。どこでしゃろ。多いというか、全然行ったことないところだな、これ。あれ、どうやって行くのがいいのかな。こっち側に掲示板開いてないやつなので、コカトリス邸から北東に向かっていく感じかな。うん。なんかちょっと時間かかりそうなんだけど、とりあえず行ってみましょうか。マーカーは、マーカーじゃないな。標識入れるか。よいしょ。多いなぁ。とりあえず馬で行きますか。ローチ。
Faster.
できれば道できたら。あ、見たよ。あれ、これ団体員だ。あれ、メインクエストの方来ちゃったね。まあいいや。
Oh! The days pass. The pile of work remains the same. What's going on there? You've spread some nastiness to me.
After our necks in work, you think about it.
特に魔物とかいるわけでもなく順調に来てますね。平和だ。フレッシュールの森。左にね。ここか。なんかいそうだな。なんかあるよ。どこだ。あ、これで終わりか。よいしょ。エトワール・ブランシェパスタのレシピ。ラムセル・ゴーソンのエトワール・ブランシェパスタのレシピ。これ言うかっていいでしょ。あるよ。OK、じゃあ、出ますか。あ？よいしょ。よいしょ。いや、ごめんなさいね、なんか。怒って出てきたからね、多分。じゃあ、トレハンは終わりました。これか、大物狙い。展覧会楽しみ。フランコーツ。フランコラーツ。標識はないのかね。 ここ行ってみようか。ここの家じゃない、町っていうか、村、集落。こうかな。どこだっけ？あれか？お。
Let's go.
かな？なんかいるみたいですね。よし。あと1分半。
A day like all others.
書き抜き通知。フーベルト・デュレドの、ジゼル・デュレドの、私、ティファーヌ・ボーデ・ド・シェイカー伯爵夫人は、最近バゼニ牧場を取得したことにより、同物件の現在の、居住者であるフーベルト・デュレ及びジゼル・デュレ上司に対し、両氏はこの通知の受領から7日以内に当該物件より退去する義務があることを通知します。この計画に従わなかった場合、本件は適切な執行機関に通知されます。この通知はバゼニ牧場に関する法令に基づいて作成され、ボークレール判事によって発行されたもので、法的効力を持ちます。そうです。立ち退かなかった。ね、じゃあ。
They stuffed it. A migrant from the north, but if you hadn't come, they'd still be wetting their britches with fear. Thanks, Sugar Goose.
床屋さんがいるね。じゃあ、標識があるんで、行きましょう。
Sweat dripping down my palm.
展覧会行きたいんだけど、その前にハーゴン倒そう。ゲラルトとヒョウ。
It's wonderful to meet the subject of the balance inside. Such an opportunity. Enjoy the exhibit.
これはクジャクを飼いならすウィッチャー。ではハーゴン戦。こっちはボークレールムカデを飼いならす白狼。どうなのかな。ムカデより一番最初のやつなんだったっけ。
It's clearing up.
It's wonderful to meet the subject of the Baron's new cycle. Such an opportunity. Enjoy the exhibit.
すいませんね。ハーゴン戦に収集しよう。
The butcher of Bluffican called to be the savior of Tucson.
なんか一番奥のやつがいいよね。これもらえるのかな。でこれでベルダル伯爵と話すと もしかしてもらえたりするのかな。どれベレザル伯爵って。
They say a great deal about you, Witcher, and whisper even more.
How are you?
どれ？伯爵の後ろだ。
Both male and female Beauclair centipedes are formidable predators. The bees prefer to hunt in packs, yet the author of this extraordinary work was able to capture a lone specimen preparing to attack. Cast your eye on the hunter, who, though fully aware of the danger, wears a look of cold determination on his face as he awaits the optimal moment to strike.
Geralt, you're here. Wonderful. Come, please.
姉欲しい。
Delighted to see you. I've a small gift for you, and I shan't let you refuse.
さっきの絵じゃない
You
の
are free to sell it, of course. Though I would be honored were you to hang it in your home.
Thanks.
いいでした。これでやるのか。
Good crowd.
絵が
Got a lot of
あれ
friends.
か。
All of them
増え
seem
て
to
くる
be
んだ。
fawning over your paintings, too.
Oh, when you have as much coin as I do, friends buzz around like flies on fresh meat. And they praise you to high heavens for each trip, burp and sneeze. Not all are lying sycophants, that's not what I mean. Just most, unfortunately.
Why bother? Why even invite them around?
I'm a man of enterprise, and must put my trade before any personal hatreds or sympathies. Besides, at times, I'll exhibit a completely failed painting, just to listen to them twist their tongues into knots, trying to find just the right superlatives to lather on smeared rubbish. Naturally, the more intent someone is to get into my good graces, the louder they praise my masterpiece. It's devilish fun, I tell you.
Talked to your guards back at the camp. Told me about Clarissa. Sorry to hear about her accident.
Thank you. Kind words that mean a great deal to me.
How's Clarissa these days? Probably can't wait for you to get back.
To get her gifts, you mean? I've dispatched 2 already. She'll not need to wait for my return. En route home, I mean to pass through Dol Blathana. They say one can see Sylvans there.
Yeah, actually happen to know one. Name's Torquay. He can be mean, but for the right fee, he'll do anything you ask.
Splendid. I thank you for the hint.
Tell him I send my regards. Nice meeting you. So long now.
これでとりあえず絵が1枚もらえたってことだね。だからこれじゃね、これとこれだっけ？言えねえかな。行ってみるか。あとだからあそこ行ってないところがあるから、トーナメント上の向こう側だよね。マーカー。
Good man! I need a fresh set of shoes for my mount. Promptly.
Witcher, I have a matter of prime urgency and import. I must.
なんでしょう。
Your wound. Feeling better?
It's healing splendidly, though I am to avoid trouble for some time. To be frank, that is precisely why I wish to speak with you.
Want me to stand in for you? Take on some trouble on your behalf?
That could very well be the case. You see, There is a maiden, nay, a lady. I suspect someone's cast an ill spell upon her. A curse, perhaps.
こういうの病で
What
恐
makes
れ
you
られ
think
る。
she might be cursed?
All I say to yourself, I beg you. I would never dare to be so indiscreet normally, yet I'm troubled about her, for her. Vivian shuns the company of others. Though the fairest maid at court, she keeps men at a distance. I thus determined I would resort to trickery.
Trickery? That even befitting of a knight?
In war, yes. And what is love if not battle? As it were, one evening I crouched in hiding outside her seamstress's home. As Vivian emerged from it, I too emerged, ever so gently but convincingly collided with her, then promptly offered to escort her home. She consented. At first, all augured well. I proposed a more scenic route. She agreed. I made kindly forays into conversation, and she even began to respond as we neared the end of our route.
Then suddenly,
mid-speech, from her mouth there flew a most hideous shriek. I stopped stone cold in my tracks while she turned red, then promptly ran off. I did not give chase, that time. I attempted to approach her on several ensuing occasions, to learn what had happened, for I feared she had become entangled in some trouble. I noted that often, come night, she ventures into the woods, where I've seen her walk about a glade near a pool. I've striven on occasion to follow her, but lost track each time. It seemed then she'd melted into the air.
notice any other strange behavior, additional symptoms?
No, Vivian's avoided me wholly since the first encounter. But folk gossip.
What about?
They say she's secretive, that no one ever sees her after dusk. That she's wont to suddenly disappear.
夜消えるのって人狼だんじゃ
Nothing
ない
unusual
か
about any of
な
that.
んか今までの話はそんなの多いよな
Tell me more about Vivian. Who is she? What's her story?
She's Her Enlightened Highness's lady-in-waiting. Her mother was a lady-in-waiting, her father a knight. That is all I've learnt, for the Duchessa grows angry when asked about her. Vivian spends her days within the palace walls. Yet we are in luck, for she has been named a tourney's patroness this year. Thus, each participant will be granted an audience with her.
Got a problem then. See, I'm not a participant.
I've devised a solution already. You shall take my place in the lists and thus gain the chance to speak to her. I was looking forward to winning the tourney, very much so. Yet for Vivian, I am prepared to sacrifice anything.
Hardly a regular job, this. Not often I gotta take part in a tourney to fulfill a contract. Fee can't be anything ordinary either.
I am no magnet to command heaps of coin, but naturally I shall award you a just amount. How much do you demand?
はい、かけます。はい、どうだ
Vivian is worth every copper, but this amount I simply do not have. You ask too much.
飲もうかな
Agreed. That is an amount I can indeed muster.
Fine, I'll look into it. Gotta admit, piqued my curiosity.
I shall be forever in your debt. Now, we must ensure you are not eliminated from the tourney before you can meet Vivian.
Meaning?
Could you show me how you shoot, ride, and fight, perchance? And you must learn the tourney rules, know how to apply them in practice. I did not mean to suggest I doubt your abilities. Everyone must train, even a witcher. Besides, the tourney contests must surely differ, require skills you don't usually apply, races above all. The choice is yours. Where shall we start?
Marksmanship. Feel I need to do some shooting.
Come with me. The marksmanship contest shall pit you against another for the best time and score. He who hits all his targets first wins.
Hope my aim's as good as that Cupid's who shot you.
Hit the red targets.
and purpose.
余裕だったんだけど。
Once more?
いやいや、もう十分だよ。
Done enough shooting.
Where to now? If you wish to know my thoughts, were I you, I would train on the race course ahead of all else.
Let's do some riding.
あ、こ
How'd
れ
you
何
like that?
今選択肢の
Excellent
中に
idea.
これ以上やんないっていうのがあったぞ。
Come with me.
まあ一
The
応コー
tourney's
スを
race
知る意味で
differs from
もや
others
って
you
る
might
か。
have taken part in. You shall not ride against any opponent.
How's it a race at all, then?
It's a race against time. The true track begins in the arena, runs round the tourney grounds, then finishes again in the arena. The training track, however, lies beyond the arena. We shall go there now. All is ready. Now listen, for it can be quite a challenge. Along your route stand dummies and targets. The dummies you may cut with your blade. The targets you must hit from your crossbow. The time you have to complete the course shall increase each time you land a strike, be it with blade or bolt. It may sound simple enough, yet I've seen many a knight fail this contest and hang his head in shame. During the race proper, judges throughout the course shall tally your points. For now you may ride unperturbed by those matters.
馬上でのセット、攻撃ボタンを流しているとスローモーションモードに入り、ターゲットを攻撃しやすくなる。蹴られた敵の位置に基づいてどちら側から攻撃するかを自分で判断する。馬上での弓術、照準ボタンを流しているとスローモーションモードに入る。このボードの間でも、ローチは速度を保つので全力疾走ボタンを流す必要はない。あれ外したよ。んどれあ、チェックポイントか今。これでチェックポイントか。的はどこにあるんだ。
Not so fast, Roach.
難しいな。
Slow now. Whoa.
So, have you had enough, or do you wish to ride again?
もういいよ。
Had enough. Rather not wear my horse down before the real race.
Where to now?
Trained enough, I think. High time we saw to your Vivian.
She's not mine. Not yet. Now you must go to the inscription tent. Honor and glory are all true and good, but your scrolls must be in order.
Okay. なんかこういうトーナメント系というか、グベントとか競馬とかそこら辺はやるつもりはないんだけど、まあ乗りかかった時なんでやっちゃいましょうか。
Take good care of
The guard brings peace to our domains.
Richard.
まだ殴らなかったね。殴りかかろうとして。よいしょ。
Greetings. Want to join the lists?
Naturally, we must first see to formalities, however. At Guillaume's request, I have looked into your personal history in its heraldic aspects.
Really? What did you come up with?
My findings show you may take part as Geralt of Rivia.
What a surprise.
Or as the Honorable Ravix of Forhorn. It's not every year we have a combatant who can boast of 2 crests. Which do you prefer?
I'm Geralt, not about to fight under a false name.
You may now take the shield bearing your crest.
I'm a Witcher. Shields aren't something Witchers ever use in combat.
Who mentioned using it in combat? Not I. The shield commemorates your participation in the tourney. You may take it as a souvenir.
In that case, thanks.
Have you been instructed as to the tourney's challenges, prizes, and vows? If not, I do hope you will allow me to tell you about them.
ちょっと聞いとくか。
Guillaume told me a bit about the contests. Rather make sure I'm clear on them, though.
An admirable thirst for knowledge. There are contests 3. A shooting range, where you will compete side by side with an opponent. A horse race, during which you will seek to complete the course within a specified time. Any targets hit with bolts or dummies felt with blade will increase the time you have. Finally, the group melee in the arena, crowned with a duel against last year's champion. As each contest ends, its results will be posted on the board outside my tent. This way all will be apprised of who leads at any given moment.
Convenient. Feels like I know everything I'd ever want to know about chivalric tourneys.
Splendid. In that case, you must make your vow. Upon what would you like to swear it?
I solemnly vow on the heron that in competing, I'll respect the chivalric virtues.
なんかちょっと違うな。想像してたのと。
May the gods succor you in your endeavors to overcome.
でもそうだよな。
Sign here, please.
ゲラルト、
These forms.
狼流派だから、
All I need from
わしじゃねえよ。
Now, as arranged by Guillaume, you shall be fitted with appropriate armor for the tourney.
Shiny.
You have also been assigned a tent for the tourney's duration. It stands near the arena. Good luck.
Right, intricate clans, ducks and nipples.
That's fine. This Salute.
Geralt, well, I'll be. Have you decided to turn knight errant?
All jesting aside, here on a job. You in the tourney too?
Am I? Ha! I shall square off against Rainfan of Atre. I saw him just moments ago, a nervous wreck, stuffing his nose with fish steak, no less, as if that would aid his determination.
Guessing that's against the rules.
But who's to tell the Nilfgaardian what to do? Listen, Geralt, I've a tip for you. The timing of your marksmanship duel is such that you shall have the sun in your eyes.
Makes no difference to me either way.
Nor will it give you any pleasure. Since, as it is, we must both wait, play me in a round of Gwent. Should you win, I shall swap with you. To me, a southerner, the sun is no hindrance.
Never turn down a round of Gwent.
さっきカードを大量にゲットしたけど。 どうしよう。いや、これもやっちゃえ。えい。工場のやつが全然ないんだな。あら、あれ嘘。まあいいや。じゃあこれいく。ここでも一緒だよね。いやー、それは厳しいね。ご了承するか。15？ 負けとるぞ。これはなんだっけ。同じラインの全ユニットの戦力を2倍する。1列に1枚しか指定できない。これ使ってみようか。あ、そう、こういうのか。これで勝たせてくんねえかな。微妙だな。降りてくれ。うわマジか。しょうがない。何それ。来ないんだよな。いやもう置けないよ。なんかすがち来るかな。負けたー。いやー最初からご了承してきたね。何してるんだ。全然しょうがない。お、ラッキー。向こうもカードがないのかな。ちょっと様子見。あ、あれもう一回やってんの。あ、勝った。やっぱ最初に使いすぎたんだな、相手。
I congratulate you. We shall swap as agreed. We've passed the time rather nicely. Lady Vivian should appear forthwith.
グベントをやってたおかげで。
Good luck.
時間が。実績開示されたな。
Fair knights, I salute you. The honor and duty of tourney patron have fallen to me this year. Fight honorably, so that I may bestow upon one of your number the tourney's grand prize. You have sworn your vows. You have readied body and soul. The time has come to test them.
Behold Horm Akispark of the Mächtigen Royal Line. His name's quite the mouthful, a true challenge to rhyme. His targets to be hit centrally and true are the ones in blue. Against him new blood, a knight unknown till now. Sir Geralt of Rivia, give us a bow. The targets he must with his quarrels thread are red. May the better man win.
赤でいいんだよね。
Like a lover ghostly grasping but one fair teat, Geralt's
ちょっと待って、何やってんだよ。
strewn twixt joyous victory
お
and bitter defeat.
ちょっとやれ。
Geralt jumps ahead, leaves the others behind. Do I see this falsely? Am I out of my mind?
ちょっとなんか途中変な動きしたんだけど。
Sir Geralt of Rivia has trounced his foe,
あれ
pounded
勝ったの？
him soundly, immersed him in woe.
Your prize, sir. A crossbow adorned with your crest. I congratulate you.
Thank you, my lady.
リビアのゲラルトと石指。
My medallion's vibrating strongly. Can only mean one thing. Magic.
The explanation is disappointing, I'm afraid. The fragrance I use, it's mixed by a sorceress.
To lose to an opponent such as you is a victory of its own. Accept my congratulations as well.
Thanks.
Good work! In the interim, I managed to determine which tent Lady Vivian occupies. Perhaps you could find a clue within it.
You're right. Vivian's cursed in some way. Sensed it when she opened the tourney.
In that case, we've no time to lose. Let us go.
Give me a minute. Need to catch my breath.
さあ、ということで。なんか、何気なく始めてしまったクエストが結構重い感じがするんで、ここで一旦切りましょう。ということで、次回、この続きですね。惚れ込んだ騎士の連歌じゃない、連歌。これをやっていこうと思います。あと、競技2つ残したのかな。なんだ、いわゆる、やぶさめ、みたいなやつと、あとは、バトルロワイヤルですか。が残ってるんで、そこら辺をやっていくという感じになると思います。終わったら、メインクエストやっていきますかね。さっきちょっと言いましたけれども、ダンダインに攻め込むというところですね。はい、ということで、終わりにしましょう。どうぞ。
By the prophet's wings.